So that you don't have to tell people your business, your whole life story. But I just had a feeling, at least a feeling of, people that deliberately try to deceive people. Um, just need to answer for that. Need to be held accountable for that. And I think it's a fine line because there's times when I just do not want people to know my business. If somebody's asking something I want to know and I don't know, especially nowadays, now that I've been through it and didn't realize somebody was asking for some crazy reasons or trying to pry into my life, come to my house under the guise of seeing us, but they were really coming to peep around. So I don't know. That's why I feel like it's a fine line. Or I guess that's why I feel like God knows the details where somebody have been deceived or manipulated in that type of way so many times that hey, they get to a point where they're like, it ain't none of your business. I mean, me personally, if I had them opportunities, a lot of people would probably hear me saying none of your business, or I don't care to share or whatever. Try to keep it respectful or whatever. But but yeah, I don't know. It's just been some people that be deliberately trying to omit information just so they can get over. And I mean, not just get over. Well, what I do mean is like get over in the worst possible way, violent type stuff, or something close to it or whatever. So I don't know. That's just my feeling. Like I said, I'm not the ruler or the lawmaker, so I just leave it at that. Um, the other thing I was thinking about was well, it's December 24th. It's Christmas Eve. Santa's on his way down y'all chimneys and stuff. um, but yeah, I mean they literally got a Google feature that is showing tracking Santa and it's been a third, and just, I don't know. I seen a YouTuber trying to put his child on and had him call a few people to see if Santa Claus was real, and it's like, well, boiled down to it is what you teaching them in the house. Ain't no need in asking everybody else. But a lot of the YouTubers responded. It was like, oh no, that nigga ain't real. I mean, they literally said it like that. That nigga ain't real. Santa is your dad, and this, that, and the third, letting them know. So that's what I'm on. I'm not traditional. I'm definitely not worried about. My kids ain't even pressed. They know it's just another day. I don't know if they're disappointed or whatever. My son sounded like he had a little bit of disappointment when he mentioned it earlier. He was like, "It's just another day for us." I was like, "You sound a little disappointed." But they have. I mean, I hope they don't forget. Just because you didn't get a bulk of things to open up today, you have been getting what you wanted throughout the year. I have literally asked, "What do you want?" throughout this whole year, and didn't have to wait. Didn't. So a lot of people, of course, say that take the fun out of it, and not believing in Santa, they take the fun out of it. But I'm about truth. Been lied to too much, and just even to me, the trickery and all that, the deception, is in the little details or the so-called little white lies that people tell. So, because that's the thing. If I'm gonna feel like I can get away with a little white lie, what makes somebody think that they're not gonna want to get away with something bigger? But anyway, I'm not gonna go too deep on that. That's just my feelings. Not traditional. Definitely still missing my daughter. Maybe she's getting all her heart's desire this so-called Christmas or whatever. Being over there. I was thinking back on years ago when, um, I mean, she didn't even want for much. She had like a lava lamp or something like that up in here, and just some different things. Oh, I think I asked about that lava lamp, and I think I got rid of it. and so, um, and so yeah, she I don't know. I'm just leaving it at that. It's just hopefully she's not getting too weighed down and showered with material things and being wrapped up in that, and just literally have not spoken to me and her brothers in months. And then of course it's been over a year that she's been gone. But anyway, other thing was I had a dream recently about a guy that's semi-famous, known or whatever, and he has locks. And then there's this other guy that been driving past here, the one that fell off the bike. I've mentioned him in a previous video. Him and his bike went slot, and so he back on or whatever. And this is a good day to ride because, of course, this is the holiday. So it's not a lot of traffic out and stuff like that. But he's riding, and He just keep on riding around here, honey, and I don't know if he's trying to get my attention or not. But the thing about it is, it wasn't him whose face I seen in the dream, but in the dream, I seen this guy with locks, and in the dream, I think something told him to go get her, go get whatever. And I was just like, When I woke up, I took the steps to go ahead and start. I was following this person, not the one that slid on his bike, but I was following this person on social media, and I just went on and unfollowed because I don't want to be entrapped or trapped or anything like that. I've been, somebody literally told me they trapped me with my daughter. Of course, my daughter's dad literally told me he trapped me. So it's not just females trying to trap dudes with babies and this, that, and the third. It's definitely the males, and so I'm just like, boy, whatever. Um, I felt, oh yeah, I got groceries on the way. I thought they wasn't fooling with me no more because it took a long time to get somebody to get them, and I didn't, because I'm not traditional. I have a habit of forgetting that, oh gosh, it's the holiday to them, or pre-holiday or whatever. So it took like somebody like an hour to pick up. As far as wanting to get them in, so my groceries are on the way now. They'll probably be here by the time I'm done with this video, if not before. Um, but I didn't know if the app had just tried to flag me or anything like that. I don't know, but anyway, that was just unusual, definitely. But I figured, hey, people ain't really trying to work today because they with their families or whatever the case may be. But if you smart, you'll come get these hours, honey. This is the time to work when ain't nobody doing it. These the best time to get you some overtime and all that. But anyway, what else do I want to talk about? Yeah, dude with locks. He riding around here or whatever. I look to see if that's him, but at this point, I'm about to stop even peeking to see if that's him. But I don't have that interest that I had at first. Like I had about a month ago or 2 months ago before he fell off the bike. I had a interest in him, like a small, slight interest, and the interest seemed like it grew when he would ride around here, or like it felt something like igniting when he would come by. And but yeah, I don't at this point. If it's any, it's very, very little. It's like again that thing I like to say, if only if you was the last man on the earth. So that's what I would leave. I leave it at this point. But yeah, so I don't know. So here I go, another year, and I ain't, so called. I've moved on, emotionally and stuff like that as best as I can. But as far as physically, still having a male around, especially for me and my boys, is like, oh, it's tiresome. It's like, oh, I'm a damsel in distress. Y'all better come get. No, I'm just playing. But no, yeah, I just know I still need that help regarding my boys. Like, how they get here, and they had their dad, they own not they own, but their biological cut their umbilical cord, and then yeah, now not so much. And what else is I gonna speak on? It's pretty much it. I ain't even went outside or anything. I went outside last night, but I ain't been outside to go in the gazebo or anything. They still haven't sent my my replacement screws for my gazebo and all of that. So I don't know. Still got other things I need to be doing that I have not gotten done. I just took all these recordings off of my phone and put them on a drive because I needed to make sure that I can access them if in the event something happens to the phone or something like that. I had to think ahead because this phone is starting to act crazy because I done messed around and put it near the water the other day, and yeah, it's starting to, the screen is trying to start fading, so I don't know when it will eventually conk all the way out. So I was just like, let me go ahead and move all my stuff. I moved most videos as much as I could, and I I got a few more, but plus it cleans up and gives the phone some space, almost like it's brand new. Or give me some space to continue recording. But those recordings that I put on Drive, I really want to put them on um YouTube as again voice recordings because it has some important stuff on there, especially like the stuff regarding what my daughter's dad said. That's what I mean. Like when I was talking about earlier about somebody who said something and they omit or they say something with deliberate intent to deceive or just to sound good, but they don't intend on making good on that word, or again they just leave off something important. See, like he was just like, yeah, I want my, I'm gonna tell them judges, I want I don't want full custody. But you went and took out full custody. So basically, who really sent you to do that? Which I know in the background, it's the people that he listed. It, again, could have something to do with mentioning, mama. He puts my so-called mom on there. Like you don't. That's not your place. You don't belong to her. You're not no parts of her. Period. You could try to do that or whatever, and then go ahead. And this is the thing, you know. So like, go ahead and try to so-called get close to her, and she already got throwback issues from you a long time ago. But go ahead, because you're not gonna see me going hard trying to reach out to his people at all. Now I tried to communicate with them, but especially his mom. But I even communicated with his dad. See, both my children side. That was the craziest thing. I've been around both their dads and their moms together. When they was away, like they wasn't present. They've never been around. Well, that I know of. They've never been around both my parents at all. Now they done met them or whatever, but they've never been around both my parents in the same room when I wasn't present. See, my boys' dad, he was around them, both my parents when we was all together, and then yeah, my daughter's dad, he was never, he never got that. I'm not gonna say it's a great opportunity, but he just never had that chance or whatever. He did meet my dad when I was younger, but yeah, I ended up meeting his dad and seeing him, whatever. I guess I don't know if he was embarrassed of his dad. I don't know. He just didn't want me to meet his dad when he was young, when we was younger. But I ended up meeting his dad when I had my daughter because he came down to, you know. And so, yep. So all of them that was present, held accountable. And even on that day when my boys' dad's dad came over just because he simply seen his mom, his basically his throwback or whatever, whichever one of them threw each other back, but I think it was him, his throwback over here at my house, at my residence, and he came over. And then that's when I was just praising and giving God the glory that, my kids came through that, but God had have to let me know they here, but you don't give them no credit, no none of that. They didn't, you know what I'm saying? I'm the reason why, so I had to shift from that. And yeah, he wasn't interested in seeing the children or his so-called grandchildren. He was interested in trying to see what was going on or what was new with his, his 30 plus year baby mama at the time. So I'm like, mm-mm. So that's why it's like you people are weird. They be having some weird stuff. But she was telling my so-called aunt that this was that dude and this that and the third. I told her that my dad thought like that at first, and she told them, and so yeah. I don't know, and I do pray that wherever he's trying to hide and blend in and this that and the third, that he be exposed. Exposed even if in the worst way. And that the people that really, you know, have discernment and eyes to see and ears to hear, that they know. Like nobody's gonna do this with you. It's because he was the one preaching. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. It's the way you're trying to do it. You're being deceptive and you don't have my approval at all. And when I say you're not invited to something, then that's what I mean. Like I don't turn over. I'm just not being funny, but when I first had a so-called housewarming, now I look back, it wasn't really a housewarming. It was just a little whatever shindig. But and I thought I could have sworn it was a housewarming though. Couldn't tell me it wasn't then. I know better now. But yeah, when I had that, I said I'm not inviting no family members to see. This is the thing. I can't remember if I invited my so-called sister or sibling back then, but when she came, she brought her boyfriend. That was another thing. I didn't have no men here. I had all, females. So that was my one thing. I was like, I didn't really, approve bringing him and this, that, and the third, but whatever. It happened. It didn't slid past me. That's years ago. But it made me like, I should have did a double take on inviting you at all because I had already said no family. Like, I literally didn't have no family over here, period. Or no so-called family, should I say. And, that happened for a reason. And not that the people that was there gave too much of a care about me. At the time, they took an interest in me, but they wasn't pressed about me or whatever. We wasn't the best of friends or this, that, and the third, whatever. But when I say I'm not inviting certain people, I'm not. Then there was a time when I invited people and almost all of them didn't show up. Okay, I don't have a problem, honey. If that make you feel good about yourself, it ain't no big deal. Um, None at all. But again, even with that, the so-called, that was the female that I had mentioned, and then she surfaced sometime this week, like 2 or 3 days ago. I had mentioned, and she was like, "Oh, let's juice, like beef it up, juice it up. Oh, let's invite this one, this one, this one. Oh yeah, I'm gonna help you. I'm gonna come." I mean, I literally got messages that say, "Oh, I know my mama gonna come. I know that," and it's like, you don't gotta lie, Craig. Like, girl, if you're not coming, just don't. I don't have a problem with that. And then they didn't give no explanation. Then it turned into, why would we come to you if you disrespected our mom? Of course, that disrespect your mom is a lie. Um, um, yeah, didn't disrespect your mom. And then it was, why would we come to you? But that's not what you said in my inbox. That's not what you said directly to me. That's not what you said when I face to face when I walked over there. And I was like, I wanted to give you these invitations or whatever. And I guess you probably took them in the house and threw them all away. I don't care because that's basically like you saying you're throwing away the people that's connected to my sons through y'all so-called bloodline or whatever, and y'all just disconnecting from. Okay, I have no problem with that. Now as they get older, I don't know how they will feel, but I have no problem. But if somebody wants to disconnect from them in the first place because you feel like, oh, you disrespected our mom, but at the same time you know that it's a lie, you just know that y'all are deceptive people, then really you really just did that to yourself. You exposed yourself, of course, but you really just did whatever good that was going to come to you. You Whatever blessings that was coming to you, maybe because you would have attended, you blocked that yourself. And we had some good food and we had some good music and we just chilled out. It wasn't it ended up not being a lot of us, but that was fine. I was fine with that. And so yeah. um Yeah, she surfaced a couple of days ago, and it was just crazy because I'm just like, y'all did so much lying, and I do feel like to get what, and part of me feel like, oh, y'all done accomplished some stuff on that with that line though, didn't you? Sure did, but okay, enjoy that, because that's all you gonna get. But you know what I'm saying? It might just appear to me that they got this, that, and the third, and don't even, but it's all good though. Um. And again, I just go back to my boy's dad. He did a number where he just allowed people to try to enter in and try to basically steal from me. Of course, steal it was stuff that you really can't touch. It's my joy. Is, you know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. You tried to tamper with my peace and things like that. It's intangible because they didn't, you know what I'm saying? They did steal something physical, which was my tags off my car. And I guess they thought that they was the reason when I had already had a dream that I needed to just let go of my car, this, that, and third, whatever. And at the end, the car was not even running right, and so I'm good on that. But yeah, it was that. And what else? Anything else physical? Did they still? Nah. Oh, my groceries getting ready to arrive. I need to go ahead and go get ready to collect those. Plus, I gotta show ID because I done messed around. Got some wine. I wanted to try this wine that's in here. Not in here, but it's like a cupcake type of wine or something like that. But anywho, um, yeah, that was pretty much it. I haven't got on here in a couple of days. I'm just chilling out, still trying to get some stuff done. I got plenty to keep me busy. Like every time I think about it, I do. I got plenty more to keep me busy. I got a credit. Is a credit? Oh yeah, I got a credit. I got a bill to pay. Uh, um, the PayPal, a little PayPal credit card, credit limit, should I say, line of credits. That's due to tomorrow. I'm gonna go ahead and pay it tonight. I be trying to wait on that day now instead of me paying, because usually I pay my stuff in advance. But I'm about to just slow down. I just need to calm down and do it. Take the time that they give me to pay it back or whatever. So that's that. What else is it? What else is going on? Yeah, let me tell them to get ready to get these groceries.